Welcome to the Patricia Jo Grover Show, where we make believers into achievers. Today I have my guest, Albert Corey, who is the tax man. And let me tell you a little bit about him. So I got some stuff to tell you. Albert Corey has assisted small businesses for close to 4 decades, starting from cleaning toilets to building a business worth over 7 figures. All right, who'd like to grow their business to 7 figures? I know I would. Albert trained under some of the most powerful mentors and coaches in the world, and he applies what he's learned, created his success, and ultimately his clients as well. He has trained with Grant Cardone, Tony Robbins, Anik Signal, Richard Branson, just to name a few. As a speaker, he has spoken on stages with Bill Walsh, America's small business expert, and Women's Prosperity Network. He works with startup solopreneurs and entrepreneurs and prefers business no larger than 5 people in an office. That's truly his passion. Albert is an author and wrote the book, The Art of Perception and How to Make You Stand Out in a Noisy World, which is also a new program to assist small businesses get to the next level. He has been a leader with the Knights of Columbus and remains involved in monthly services and activities. And Albert's mission is for 1,000 small business owners to come together to help the world economically and grow and develop, and ultimately giving back. So glad you could join us today, Albert. Right now is a time that people need to hear about maybe starting new businesses because they don't know if they have jobs to go back to.
Yes. Thank you, Patty, for having me on your show. That goes back to one of my blueprints where, guess what? The first thing people need to do is to go on to events. And that's how we met, by going to events. That's part of my blueprint, which we'll talk about later. And that's something during covert and stuck at home. There's all these speakers and awesome people have events that you can go to that are free. So get off from watching Netflix and start seeing all these virtual events.
Exactly. It's step up and take action. It's time to do that. Wonderful. Well, you can tell us. So, how would you recommend for somebody to be starting a new business?
For sorry, for one way you can start a business, guys, is if you have an idea. Everybody is an expert. Doesn't matter. Do you like playing baseball, throwing horseshoes, painting, photography, Instagram? I don't care. Flag football. We all have an expertise. We all are just a little bit smarter than somebody else. Well, go tell the world what you know is small. Small. Yeah, my God, that you're smarter, and go educate somebody.
Well, okay. So, what is edumacation?
Edumacation is a term that I thought of many, many years ago. I mean, if anybody who follows me on Facebook, and you could always follow me on Facebook, Instagram, at part of one of my giveaways is you use a gateway page where it has all my social platforms. But if you followed me on Facebook, on Facebook, you're going to see that I'm walking and I'm having fun. I'm not some stuff up person. I have an amazing office that we've showed business owners how to increase their profits instantly without spending extra money. And I do that every day, and it doesn't cost me extra money to go do my Facebook Live. What does it cost, Patty, to do a Facebook Live on your cell phone?
Right.
Zero. That's how you can get started right away.
Exactly. That is so wonderful. So,
And
go ahead.
and then the next thing you would almost do is, I know the next person asks me, "Oh, Albert, how you do?" Well, it's simple, guys. I'm going to give you a simple and easy version where you get a piece of paper and you write down 5 simple tips. Remember, 5. I'm sure, right, Miss Patty? Whatever you teach, you can write down 5 simple tips. You need to write it down on a piece of paper. Now, remember, you're talking to average people. So if you're a brain surgeon, don't tell people, well, the correct way to do it. No. You got to make it in simple terms. Well, the next question people ask me, well, what is simple? It's can a fifth grader understand what you're talking about? Well, what's a fifth grader? Well, if you're part of the new generation out there, it's Phoebe on Friends. You know, everybody knows who Phoebe is, right, Patty?
Yes,
Thank you.
yes.
So it's got to be so a fifth grader, Phoebe, can understand. So now here's what the 5 minutes are. And by the way, it's the same time it takes to get coffee at Starbucks, waiting in line at McDonald's drive-thru. Okay? You know, it's the same time. So it's very simple to do. You know, you get your 5 tips, but someone said, well, how could you sell? It's very simple. In the beginning, you say, hi, my name is, and whatever your expert is, right? And then you do your tip, blah, 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 blah. I did my tip. And then at the end, if you have any questions or comments, you put it below or hit me up on Messenger, right? We do that, it goes to your phone, right? You get your phone. And then there's cool little programs. I mean, I have an iPhone, but there's programs for everything. I use a program called InShot. There's a free version, but if you want to spend less time, you get the whole $10 a year. Now,
Wow.
I know we're broke and it's COVID-19 and, I don't have, somebody came into money. He's a teacher. I don't have any money. Guys, it's pretty sad if you can't spend $10 on yourself.
That's
Okay?
true. What is this called again?
It's called InShot.
Okay. And what does it do?
As I'm going to get to next.
Okay.
What InShot is, you shot your video. Through InShot, it has, after you shoot the video, you save it to your phone. And then after you save it to your phone, InShot has, you know, Instagram Live, Facebook, you know, all the little, every little social media. And then what you do after you shoot the thing, guess what you do, Patty? Hit the button and guess what happens? Bammo cremos. It's out to the world.
There you go.
Now, you know, say, well, I don't know how to sell. It's not selling. You know, it's like education. And ask me why education is important.
Why is education important?
Because, dude, nobody's educating the world. Everybody on all these blah, 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 blah. The trick is you got to educate so you become the expert. Okay. I am the expert. I make thousands and thousands of dollars. And Patty knows I'm on Facebook all the time. And I educate. And when you become education marketing, people think, oh, you're the expert. I mean, can I tell you a funny, amazing story? Ain't bragging when it's true. I mean, I was in a lot of groups. So I would do it and I start posting to groups, public groups. Now make sure you're not spamming because it's always education. So I'm in this one group, the Grant Cardone group. So I start educating people about business and corporations and tax. Next thing you know, I got this guy from Melbourne, Australia. Now, good day. How are you? You know, spotted tea. Okay, my in-laws are from Australia. So anyways, I'm talking for about 20 minutes through Instant Messenger. And then after blah, blah, he goes, oh, that's pretty cool. Would you mind if you help my neighbor who has property in the States? I say, sure, no problem. And by the way, that was 3 years ago. Now, remember, I don't know about your geography, Miss Patty. Last thing I know, Miami, Florida is in this part of the world, and Sydney or Melbourne, Australia is way 25,000 miles away from where I live. My in-laws live there, and I've been there plenty of time. So we do it through WhatsApp and WhatsApp and Instant Messenger. So that's how I got this client. But it works all the time. Another thing is, don't always expect. I mean, I got this a lot. I mean, I got clients this year that I talked to and in other events that didn't see me for 4 years. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, because I'm pounding every day. And the next thing, oh, they need somebody because I'm doing taxes. And did you know we're probably only 5% of American tax offices were open? And I was one of them. Why? Because I put the systems in place. Everybody was closed. And I'm still here to talk about it.
Right. Right. And you have the systems to work to get information from people that you need to further on with their accounting stuff.
Right.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Hey, so do you have any special things you want to give to our listeners?
Absolutely. I don't have it in front of me, but oh, well, I had my giveaway sheet, but it's okay. I'll read it. I'll tell it to you. We have an amazing gift. I'm going to give you my 5 simple tips that you can start my blueprint that you can start building your business and get money and build and get the extra income instantly. All you got to do is taxman TAXMAN to 26786. That's taxman to 26786, and you're going to get over $296 worth of value. The first
Wow.
one is, yeah, it's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
The first one is you're going to get my blueprint, the 5 steps to increase your business without spending extra money. The second thing is you're also going to get, this is pretty cool. You're going to get my book in PDF form, the PDF version of the perception system. And by the way, this book is my story, how I went from cleaning toilets after graduating from the University of South Florida. Can I say one thing about that?
Oh yeah,
In
by all means.
1982, guys, there was, let me give you a little clue for you millenniums. In 82, it was Jimmy Carter. There was no pandemic. There was no blah, blah. Things just sucked. Okay? So I started when things were horrible and there was no excuses. You know, we blame excuses on the pandemic, but I came out when it sucked. I started cleaning toilets. You know, there's a story behind that, but the story is there's no work. Pops had a motel, and everybody had to work. So at 6:30 in the morning, Albert, get up! I thought that my house was burning up. No, the maids didn't come in. Get your you know what to work, and the rest is history.
There you go. There you go. Awesome. So I have one more question for you.
Yes.
People have are coming up against struggles, and I want to let them know they're not the only ones. Can you share something that you've had as a struggle in
Can I
business?
share?
Yeah.
Dude, the joke is, let me give you a little, you would have to, it's like a Miami thing. My struggles was, I was probably picked on, bullied on, hit, shit, spit, everything you can think of. You know, in high school, some of the jokes I tell myself is, in my city, there's this thing called the River Regatta where everybody from the city hangs out, blah, 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 once a year.
And you're in
And
Miami, right? You're in Miami.
Miami.
Is that where you
Miami.
grew up too?
I pretty much grew up in,
Yeah.
I was born in Mass, but I lived in Miami Springs, Florida, and Northwest Dade County, right by the airport for all my life. And my office has been on the same street for 26 years. So I pretty much lived it. So anyways, I'm at the Regatta. You know, it's like a little festival, local. And all now this, and I say this all the time. I mean, I have super high standards on what I do, world speaker. I've been on world stages, traveled the world. So my bar is way, way, way up to the normal world.
Mm-hmm.
So I might have had not to my super standards. I'm here. And the guy comes and premise it out. This was like probably one of the big football players in high school. He thought he was cool, and I was shit, but it's okay.
Right.
Oh, Albert, hey, how you doing? How you doing? Oh, what'd you do? Well, I went to Orlando, and then I went to Australia. Okay, within 2 weeks of each other. And I've done that a bunch of times. And he goes, oh, really? Oh, what do you do? Oh, I'm an assistant manager at a grocery store. Now, I'm not belittling people working assistant manager
Right.
at the grocery store. That's not what I'm saying. But
Right.
these are the same idiots who were valedictorian, who thought I was a piece of you know what.
Right.
Bully. And today, guess what, guys? I travel the world. Yeah, I travel the world. I speak on the business expo stages.
Right.
You know, I mean, I do this because I'm trying to help people. Okay.
Right.
I could sit home and do nothing because I have a killer operation here, but that's not me. I'm out to my next challenge. You know, point is, guys, you know, if you're bullied, picked on, and shit on, you know what the revenge is? Go come as successful and tell them, nah, 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 nah.
Yep.
So when you're pissing off, I'm like having fun.
Yep. You know, just being the bigger person and dreaming the bigger dreams.
Dream big, baby.
Yep.
Go big or go home.
Right.
In most of America, They're only worried about what Netflix. Trust me. I mean, my biggest headaches this tax season were instead of people worrying about how to get the where is my stimulus check? Oh, I get it quick enough. Well, I'm there like well, I'm there trying to. I'm sure like kicking ass and doing people's tax returns because I figure out how to bring them in.
Right.
No matter thick, thin, culvert, whatever. I'm making money faster than ever, and and that's it.
Right.
Go big or go home.
Right. And just take action, take those steps to move
Rock
forward.
and roll, baby.
Yeah.
Rock and roll.
There.
And, one more thing I will tell you. Somebody comes in today. I helped him open up another corporation. He's a teacher. And he goes, Albert, I'm a teacher. I don't have the action like you. I said, okay. Guess what, Patty? You know what I didn't want to tell him? Don't tell anybody. Then don't be a teacher. Get out and do something. No, but this is America. One thing I tell people real quick. Nobody says I have to give you a job. There's no rule. This isn't communism. So get out and do something. You don't like, there's no work. Get out and do something.
Exactly. High five on that one.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yes.
Sorry for my little ramble.
No, hey, but that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. If people are going to complain, then do something about it to make it better. Well, wonderful. Well, thank you again so much for joining me, Albert, today. And for everyone else, we turn believers into achievers. Until next time, we'll see you on the next show.